So the topic of today's sermon is mind reading, the power of mind reading. Now, I want to start with a little analogy. Do we know how many animals are in the sea, in the oceans, in the rivers? Do we know how many types of animals are in there? Do we know how many types of birds there are? Do we know what the birds are thinking? Do we know what the fish are thinking? We don't. Do we know what's going on out there in the world, in different countries, in Africa, in Asia right now? We don't. And we don't know, so we don't guess. We don't guess because we know that we don't know. But here's the problem in our lives is that in our daily lives, when we fight with our husbands, our wives, our sons, our daughters, our fathers, our mothers, do you know why we fight? We fight because we try to read their minds. When he acts like this, oh, I know why he did that. He's mad at me about the last time that we did this. Or when this person says that, oh, this is an attitude. They meant this to hurt my feelings because last time I said this and now they're saying this back to me. It all comes down to one simple thing, is that we try to read their minds. When we say, oh, this person doesn't talk to me anymore. Why? Oh, because last time that we had a problem, they're still mad at me, and now she's going to be mad at me for a long time, and we'll never be friends because she has a bad attitude and she's always thinking bad about me. Because of thoughts like this, that's why we keep fighting. And so how do we fix it? How do we fix this problem then? Well, the easy answer is to say, well, stop trying to guess what other people think. Just stop. But that's not easy. It's not easy because we live in a world with other people. We always want to know what other people think. Well, some people would say just have better samadhi, better concentration. And I say, that doesn't help. Better sati, better mindfulness. That's not the answer either. The way to figure it out, according to Luang Por Thoon and the Buddha, is for us to see the truth, see evidence. Once you have enough evidence, then you'll believe. Well, how do you find evidence? Well, there's two types of evidence in this world. According to the scriptures, there's two types. There's sutta maya panya and cinta maya panya. Sutta maya panya means the proof according to the books, the theories. So, well, the Buddha says you can't read people's minds if you're not the Buddha. Luang Por says you can't read their minds. I'm telling you, Mayo tells you, we all tell you, that's theory. Now it's time for you to find proof. How many times have people guessed what you're trying to say wrong? Like you're saying something and you're almost done with your words and you say, hey, I really want to, and someone says, eat ice cream? And you say, that's not what I was going to say. They're trying to guess your mind, right? They're trying to guess what you're going to say. How often are they wrong? Then pay attention to how often you are wrong. How often do you think that, like, oh, my dog wants to go for a walk so he can go pee. You take him for a walk for like half an hour, he doesn't do anything. Say, well, why was he scratching on the door? That's another mistake where we can't read their minds, especially with babies, right? Sometimes we think, oh, they need to change the diaper. And we open it up and there's nothing in there. Oh, I was wrong again, because you tried to read their minds. How often are we wrong? The more evidence that you keep, the more evidence that you remember, the more your heart's going to believe that this is impossible. It is impossible to read other people's minds. And once you believe that, you will give up and say, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to stop trying to read people's minds because it's impossible. So I'm going to stop and just focus on what I know, which is my mind, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. That's what I will focus on. And when you do that, you stop bothering other people. You stop having attitude against other people. You stop picking on other people. You stop You stop trying to pick fights with people because you don't know what they're thinking. And you don't know what's going to happen. So you just focus on yourself. And when you do that, you become a better member of society, a better husband, a better wife, a better mother, a better daughter, a better son. And that is what I want to leave with you today is, from now on, I want you to go out and focus on finding evidence of how impossible it is to read people's minds. A person's mind is as deep and hard to read like how many animals there are in the ocean, or what's going on in a place you can't see. It's even harder than that. And so we should stop through finding evidence.